Okay, so now the rice, the pilau, it's ready and cooked. So they're trying to remove the hard crust. See the brown hard layer that you're seeing, the one they're trying to remove. They're chipping out. Yeah, that is the hard crust. We call it makoko. We like eating it. It's very tasty. It's very delicious because it's just rice that is dry. That has formed the hard crust. So they're trying to peel it off so that to leave behind the pilau itself, that is the rice that is cooked. They'll continue doing that until it's all finished. You'll see it in the video as you continue watching. And guys, tell me where you're watching this video from, and then of course drop your comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, anyway, so like I said before in my other two videos, that this is a popular meal that is very common, that is found along the coastal Indian Ocean, that is along the East African region. Why? Because once upon a time during the 18th century, when the Arabs came along the coastal, the Indian Ocean, they did trade, that is slave trade and the spice meat trade, and they left behind their culture, that is we borrow, we embrace their food, their language, their religion, and of course they also intermarry with the Bantus, and in the process we have descendants who are half Bantus or Africans and also partly Arabs, and they can literally trace their family tree under the Arabs. So as you can see from the video, they have literally finished removing the hard crust. Yeah, now they're going to start serving the guests, plus and of course plus family members. So what is going to happen to the hard crust? Usually what happens is they usually give it to someone else who wants to eat it, and by they have eaten it, it's very tasty, very delicious. Or they can also feed it to the chicken, because we have chicken in the farm, so we feed them and they eat. Like I said, this is rice that is hard, so it's very edible and it's very delicious. So right now they're trying to they're mixing the rice, as you can see in the picture there. Yeah, and then after that, now they'll start serving the guests and of course family. Like I said, this is traditional way of cooking. This is a custom way you have known through generation and generation and generation, through our great grandparents. This style of cooking has been passed from generation to generation up to today, the modern times. Yeah, this rice was around 50 kilograms of rice. Normally I usually cook around 3 kilograms of rice, or 5,000 or 5 kilograms of rice. I can cook that, but this amount I can't do it. So mostly what happens is most people usually hire someone who's an expert in this direction, and they cook for you and you pay them for a service. So what you're seeing there is salad, and of course you're seeing pilau, and you see the red thing, that is spice sauce, pepper sauce. That is, it's very spicy. Yeah, and then from there people like it. They like to eat that. So you have your rice, then you have your salad, and then you have your pepper sauce. The red sauce is usually the pepper. It's very spicy. So what happens is during functions like weddings, funerals, birthdays, or even child naming ceremony, and whichever function you have, mostly what happens is you invite the family friends, you invite your family members, close friends, they're coming together. Then you cook pilau, which is a very popular dish along the coastal region of Tanzania, Kenya, Zanzibar. And so there's usually pilau, and also there's another type of dish called biryani. They usually like to cook that during those special occasions. So right now you're seeing the traditional way of how we serve food, and we serve it like that, and then you give it to someone else who's going to now deliver to the intended person who's supposed to eat the food. You see the way they're doing it? That is literally the traditional way. This is how our great grandparents used to do it. Although during the times of the 18th century, they never used to have plates. They used to serve using the calabash, the calabash or the coconut leaves, those are the days they used to do that. But now we're using our plates, as you can see that. Now, like what you've seen in that plate, you have seen the red pepper, that is the red sauce, that is pepper, the one which they're mixing it around. And then on the other side, you see the salad, that is a mixture of cabbage, tomato, onions, and then of course there's pilau, that is the rice. So literally it's like a meal that you can enjoy, and it's very delicious. Like I told you guys, this is a meal that is passed from generation to generation, and this is something which was we got it from the Arabs. And what we got from the Arabs in the coastal region is literally the culture, how we dress, the religion, and of course even the way we live. It's like the way Arabs live, because we like living with our family members plus extended family members in the coastal region. Even the way we talk, some words we have copied from the Arabs. Then most of the people who are Muslim coming from along the coastal region or along the Indian Ocean, yeah, most people are Muslim. And then the way we dress like Arabs, you know, we dress very conservatively, flowing dresses. We call them deras, and usually also because of the humid, that's why we prefer wearing loosely fitted clothes. So right now, as you can see, they are preparing to literally, they have already started serving the food, and you can see inside the pan, the food is like halfway done, the rice is like halfway done, it's in the middle. So they're going to continue serving people until that rice inside that big pan you see over there, that the big pan, the big sufuria over there, it's finished, completely finished. You do not throw away food at all. You give it to people in the function. If they are completely full, they don't want any more food, you give it out to your neighbors and the friends out there. And like I said, you don't throw food away. It's really against our culture. Every food you have to eat. If no one, I mean, if everyone is full, they cannot eat anymore, then you give it to your neighbors so that they can eat that food. It's not allowed for you to throw food away. I mean, that's one thing I'll tell you for a fact. Yeah, so this is basically how us locals, us Africans in Kenya, in the coastal region, the Indian Ocean region, that's how we live. That's how we do our should I say our traditional way of eating, serving food. So I wanted to show you a bit of my culture. And guys, tell me where you're watching this video from. If you have any questions, any comment, please, I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, drop comments. It's really inspire me. And don't forget to subscribe in my channel. All right, so you see the way they're doing it. So I know someone asked me, does it mean the people who serve are the women? Majority of the time, it depends. Sometimes you find the men, the ones who are serving food. Sometimes you find the females serving food. So I will not tell you it's only the women. No, I won't tell you that. Both, whether male or female, they can decide to serve the food, depending on the family, depending on where you're coming from. Along the coastal region, it's all about the family, what wishes. Yeah. So here, the people I'll tell you who are around here are all close family members and friends who are very close to us. So now what happens here is you make sure each and every person who has attended the function gets food. It's very, very important. It will be very bad if somebody attend your function and you don't give them food, because it will show a very bad picture outside there. The community will look at you guys as bad, in a bad way. They'll say you are not living the I'll say the Bantu way. Yeah, that is the living the family way, you know. So you see the way the people are eating food. So yeah, that's how basically we eat. We use our hands to eat food, to eat the rice and also other food. To be honest, that's how this is what we found from our great grandparents, and it's what we are literally embracing, and it's what we are doing right now. We eat with our hands.